young adventurers! Welcome to our very special story time, where today we're going on a journey full of danger, mystery, and thrills, all the way to the heart of Africa. Our story? It's none other than the legendary Chander Pahar, or the Mountain of the Moon. Grab your hats and your explorer spirit, because we're diving into the wild world of Shankar and his extraordinary adventure. This is the story of a young man named Shankar. Now, Shankar wasn't just any regular boy. He was a brave, daring young adventurer with big dreams. He didn't want to sit in a quiet village and just wait for life to happen. Oh no, he wanted to see the world, discover hidden places, and most of all, find treasure. His heart was full of curiosity, and his eyes were always searching for new horizons. But how did it all begin? Let me take you back to the moment when everything changed for Shankar. Shankar lived in a small village in Bengal. One day, when he was just a young man, a man named Professor D'Souza came to town. He was an explorer with a map covered in mysterious lines and strange symbols. He had been to places that no one else dared to go. And the best part? He had discovered a mountain so tall it almost touched the sky. But this wasn't just any mountain. It was called Chander Pahar, the Mountain of the Moon. And hidden inside it, a treasure so precious it was said to be worth more than all the gold in the world. Shankar? Excited. Treasure? Gold? That's it! This is my chance to do something amazing! Shankar decided right then and there that he would join Professor D'Souza on an incredible journey to find the Chander Pahar. So, after saying goodbye to his village, he packed his things, gathered his courage, and set off. Little did he know, the adventure he was about to begin would be filled with dangers, mysteries, and the kind of creatures you only read about in books. The journey was far from easy. Shankar and Professor D'Souza traveled deep into the jungles of Africa, crossing wild rivers, hiking up rocky cliffs, and battling the fierce heat of the sun. But nothing could stop them. Shankar's heart was set on reaching the Mountain of the Moon. One day, as they trudged through a dense jungle, they heard a rustling in the trees above. Suddenly, a giant lion jumped out, its golden eyes glowing like fire. Shankar, shocked. "A lion, what do we do now, Professor?" Professor D'Souza, calmly. "Stay still, Shankar. Remember, lions are more afraid of you than you are of them. We just need to be brave." And guess what? Shankar did exactly that. The lion growled and roared, but Shankar stood his ground. With a final look, the lion disappeared back into the jungle. But that wasn't the end of the dangers that awaited them. One stormy night, as they set up camp near the foot of the mountain, the air grew thick and heavy. It was as though the mountain itself was watching them. Suddenly, lightning struck, and the ground began to shake. The storm raged, the wind howled, and something mysterious was stirring in the darkness. In the middle of the chaos, Shankar saw something, a flicker of light. It was coming from deep within the mountain. Shankar determined. There it is, the treasure, it's real. And so the next day, Shankar and the professor climbed higher and higher, up the rocky peaks of Chander Pahar. As they got closer, they started noticing strange things. Ancient carvings on the walls, strange footprints in the dirt, and a feeling that they weren't alone. Suddenly they came across a huge cave. The entrance was dark and foreboding, and the air inside smelled old, like something had been hidden there for centuries. And there, at the back of the cave, was something so magnificent, it took Shankar's breath away. It was the treasure, gold coins, sparkling jewels, and golden statues piled high. But just as they began to celebrate, something even more terrifying happened. The ground shook once more, and a low growl echoed through the cave. Shankar and the professor turned around, only to see something that chilled them to their bones. An enormous tiger with glowing eyes, guarding the treasure. Shankar, fearful but brave. "What is that? A tiger guarding treasure?" Professor D'Souza, whispering, "This is no ordinary tiger, Shankar. It's a guardian of the mountain. We must face it if we want to get to the treasure." And so, with nothing but his courage and quick thinking, Shankar faced the tiger. The battle was fierce and intense, but in the end, it was Shankar's bravery, his quick feet, and his clever mind that helped him outsmart the tiger and claim the treasure. But Shankar didn't keep all the treasure for himself. He realized that the real reward was the journey, the friends he made, the lessons he learned, and the courage he discovered inside himself. Thanks for joining us today on this wild ride through the jungles of Africa and the peaks of Chander Pahar. Until next time, keep dreaming big. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find your own mountain of the moon.